Oh, yeah, how'd that go?
Nerd Jesus! Nerd Jesus! Your many disciples!
Oh, man.
Hi there, folks. We're... It's okay, the camera's pointed this way at me. Coming at you from the convention floor at San Diego Comic-Con. You can see the nice Nerd for a Living banner behind us. The man, the myth, the legend, Pat Loika is over here off the side. And our friend Angela. Hi there, folks. And we're getting ready for the first official full day of San Diego. So yesterday was preview night. It was a big evening with a massive crowd here, actually, and a lot of lines and already really full. And one of the busier preview nights that I've seen in my 5 years of being at Comic-Con. But we went to the Game of Bloggers event last night. So Crazy Fur Comic-Con's Tony B. Kim hosted an event that was all for bloggers and content creators and photographers and videographers that all work in the nerd space. And so we had a nice meetup with a lot of those people. Got to do some networking with some people that are kind of in our little area of nerddom, which is pretty awesome. Although San Diego is the center of nerdiness in general, so we're pretty stoked to be about it. So we can kind of give you a look around here, keep talking here. And if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to, always toss something out. I'm happy to help here. But you can see our little corner of the universe over here. We are just off of the space with DC Entertainment, DC Comics. So they've got a massive section off here to the side. And we are situated with the Dial R Studios group, which is our friend Pat's organization of people. You can see our friend Florian's and D-Bag the Boogeyman set up right next to us. That's me, Adron Buske. I obviously don't look like the girl on the poster. That's one of my characters, and I've got some of my own comics and stuff that I'm here showcasing at the event. But for the most part, what we're really doing at this show is doing things for Nerd for a Living. So this evening we have a little off-site thank you event for some of our previous guests and people that we're doing, which is going to be kind of fun. Hi, Angela. And then tomorrow we will be live broadcasting from the T-Fury booth at the Nerdist Carnival event at Petco Park. So we'll be interviewing various artists and some other interesting folks while we're there at the T-Fury booth. So it should be a lot of fun. And then for people who are actually at San Diego, we will be doing a panel on Saturday from 5:30 to 6:30 called the How to Be a Nerd for a Living panel. We're going to have this amazing lineup of guests, a lot of people from film and animation and costume design and comics, talking about how they got into the industry that they're in, how they broke in with their education and how they're succeeding in it. So that should be really exciting. Everybody who's on the panel are people that we've interviewed before for this podcast. They're amazing talents. They've worked on things like the Dead Rising film, Insidious, and 1 and 2, and Sleepy Hollow. One of the guys was an editor at Marvel who actually worked on Guardians of the Galaxy and helped reboot back into what became the film eventually. So it's a really a great group of people, and we're having a lot of fun with it. Over here next to us here is Jim Clark's booth. He's not there at the moment, but he's one of the co-creators of the Guns of Shadow Valley, which was a very successful webcomic / indie press book that got picked up by Dark Horse last year. And you can see this amazing setup of hardcovers and things off to the side, and that's a lot of what Jim's been doing. He has this huge group of books and products, so really awesome. Let's take a quick walk around the floor in our area. We're in what's referred to as the Independent Press Pavilion, or the Indie Press Pavilion. So everybody who's kind of over in our section are small publishers and small conglomerates. Like right over here we have First Comics, which recently just joined up with Devil's Due Press, and our buddy Josh Blaylock works with Devil's Due, and so that was a big move for those guys. So they've got a great display. Just really impressive displays over here. We sometimes refer to our area as the red carpet zone. As you can see, it's really vibrant right down here. A great booth to check out, and some really wonderful people that we adore over here. I see that A747. Yeah, there's a ton of people broadcasting from Comic-Con right now. So it's for everybody who couldn't be here, we're trying to bring the experience to you. So yeah, you can see the folks here at Monkey Mini Press, they get a big group of people at their table, and they're awesome folks. Their products are awesome, and really great artwork and things that are really, really cool, and you should check them out. Yes, you're totally right, Simon. There will be hundreds of people broadcasting from here as things go on. Thanks, KK. So yeah, so we'll just take a quick spin here, and I'll get you back behind my booth here in a moment, but you can just get a feel like you can see, like, outside of the IP area, there's the tick. I'm trying to keep this stable. Sorry if it's a little shaky. I'm just on an iPhone here as we do this, but yeah, you can see just really, like, awesome setups and displays. The floor just opened just a little while ago, so people are still flooding in. You're just getting in the door when you've got hundreds of thousands of people that are trying to get into the show can take a long time. So right now, this is this is like the calm before the storm. Really, a lot of times when the doors first open, people make a initial rush, trying to get to exclusives and like, kinds of the stuff that you can only get at Comic-Con. It's a very limited availability for toys and souvenirs and things. And then after that initial kind of dash to get those things slows down, then afterwards, then that's like when people start to actually really get to explore the floor and try out some new stuff. And you can see just a lot of, like, just really fun, amazing artwork. The Princess Leia with the cinnamon roll thing is cracking me up. That's absolutely fantastic. This is art of Lori B. And I've not seen her work before, but this is really, really fun. So yeah, so just kind of doing the walk around here. I haven't had a chance to look at this. I mean, I got out maybe for 5-10 minutes on the floor yesterday after we did our setup, but I haven't had a chance to explore all of it. So you can see this place is enormous. I mean, it's beyond huge. It goes up, a half mile that direction and another mile this way, and it just goes on forever with incredible stuff. And I'll take you over to DC here real quick, because their setup is massive. I mean, obviously they're one of the two biggest comic publishers. Just incredible stuff. This is really awesome to see here. See Black Canary and Cyborg showcased up here, alongside Batman Beyond, and it looks like Bizarro there and there. See, we can always see from our booth, we can see this massive, you can see it from the light, Wonder Woman display up there, which is super rad. And we always like to see that, particularly because our friend Susan Eisenberg is the voice of Wonder Woman on the DC animated cartoon show from Justice League Unlimited, and does a lot of video games and stuff. So she's super awesome and fun to follow. If you find her on Twitter, she does a thing called Wonder Woman Wednesday, where she'll feature a lot of, like, great Wonder Woman art and stuff. So looking out over here, you can see they've got showcased some of the outfits and stuff from the Arrow TV show. Let's see if I can scoot here. Try not to loiter too long and get in anybody's way. It's real easy to trip over people and have a tough time. But yeah, so you can see here, Canary and Arrow, and I have to admit, I haven't seen the show, so I don't know if they call him Arsenal on there or not. But the outfit is amazing. It makes me want to do some sit-ups and see if I can get into one of those. And then we can take a look over here. So here is a setup for Batman vs. Superman. And so we can get a good look at the Batfleck uniform and outfit here. I feel like the photos that we've seen of this online haven't really done it justice. This looks really, really cool. And you can see there's there's the Cavill Superman. It's interesting looking at them side by side, because the Batman is actually taller and bigger looking, and which is crazy because we've seen Cavill and that guy is enormous beyond all understanding. But so okay, and then over here, as you can tell, it's super busy in here right now. We've got the Wonder Woman outfit, which looks pretty BA. Just sitting on the floor here. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to circle around without stepping on people. I don't want to be in anybody's way or stuff people from being able to see it in person here. But and then you got the armored bat suit off to the side. So hey Max, how are you, sir? I just saw you cut all your hair off. You're rocking my look. So you can see they've got a screen over here running off and stuff. I'm going to circle out of here just because it's getting funny to not be anybody's way. To see where they've got some meet and greets and signing stuff. Yeah, Diana's outfit actually looks really, really rad in there. circle around the outside of this booth, because I mean, this thing is massive, and you can see here the So Happy booth. I'm not familiar with that thing. Well, Max, I've been a big fan of yours for a long time, so I'll take that as a massive compliment. So yeah, I think that little like photo booth, like green screen set up over here. You can see definitely a great setup for the DC Comics TV show.
She'll get all over my
One of the things that's been really rad to see at this has been there's a souvenir bag that everybody gets. You can see it on a lot of people's backs here, and you get a random one whenever you come into the show when you first like get your tickets and stuff. And one of them is an absolutely amazing Supergirl design. It's every bit as epic and heroic looking as anything that we've seen from the Superman stuff before. And every time I see it, I get really excited about it. There's also they have one for Vixen, which I guess is going to be a new animated, probably an animated movie from the DC stuff. And that's a character I really enjoy, especially like on Justice League Unlimited. So, seeing them actually do a feature with her is really exciting, and great to see more diversity and representation in her stuff as well. Is it a show? That would be amazing. That character was super, like I said, on Justice League Unlimited, she was awesome. So I would absolutely love to see that. Plus, just any more ongoing animated I would love to see. I'm a huge fan of the DC animated universe, and I love the standalone movies, but I like to have the continuity. I like to see a consistent story. Hello there. Hi Kiki, how are you? Let's take a look at Archie's booth. I do not know iJustine. If you know, is that person on the floor somewhere around us? I'd be happy to meet up with her when we get a chance. So yeah, I'm just taking a look at the Archie booth here real quick. I love the fact that you see like the Fiona Staples Archie, which is awesome. People refer to that as the hot Archie, which I find really entertaining. And it's just great to see them representing in such a huge way. Hi guys, we're on Periscope right now.
Oh!
I have read a little bit of the Batgirl stuff, but not enough. Okay, well, if somebody can tell me where So Happy is, I'll hunt it down if I can find it. This place is huge. Oh, there's our friend Rebecca.
What? No. Nope, not allowed.
Oh,
No.
you don't like being on Periscope and being live and the internet seeing you all over the world?
No.
Well, too bad.
I hate it. I hate the attention.
You guys, if you enjoy things that are cute and super fun, you should check out Little Vampires, which is Rebecca's book.
Awesome!
And you can see Welcome to Monster Down. She has this amazing booth through here too. This is sad that my first time seeing you at the show is now like through this thing, but we get to capture it for everybody.
It's okay. I got a venti. I love you.
Very, very good. We'll do that later on. Let's see, Vamplet's here. And I'm sorry if I missed a few people's messages while I was talking to you. Rebecca back there is a friend of Nerd for a Living and the show, and she's amazingly funny, and she's a great speaker. We've had her on in several panels, and I quote her all the time because she is somebody who, she gave me the phrase, follow your skills, not so much your dreams. Basically meaning like instead of going after a pursuit that is maybe super fanciful but not backed up by your own abilities, to first look at what you're really good at and apply that to the things that you love and that you'd like to do. So, and that will take you further when you focus on what you're really good at and expand on that. So back here, this is another independent small press. You can see the sign up there. This goes on for a mile too, and this is where it's kind of like, this would be more like your artist alley at your typical convention. And you'd see there is an artist alley at this show, but it's much smaller. And it's the thing is that Comic-Con keeps their nonprofit status by making the artist alley free for the artists. Oh, we're gonna go through a massive line for something here. Oh yeah, we're out in Pacific time here. Here's the thing: if you ever make it out to Comic-Con, a big part of the experience is standing in lines.
to do anything, or and to experience a lot of stuff that you'd like to. There's always a lot of queuing up. I don't know if Stan Lee is here. He is at a lot of the shows. I actually, the first time I ran into Stan Lee was at Comic-Con a couple of years ago. I ran into him getting out of his car somewhere, which was a fun, geek moment, but not so much sure today. Over here, looking quiet for the first time that I've seen it, was our buddy Paul Horn, who's what's called a cool jerk. He's not paying attention because he's probably working on something right now. But he's got a webcomic, Look at Cool Jerk. It's really fun, very entertaining stuff, amazing artist. And he and his wife, Darlene, have done some stuff with us for a living as well, and really, really cool people. I stole Stan Lee's car? Well, that would have been great. I should have done that, but it was actually like a big black SUV. It looked like something that S.H.I.E.L.D. would have driven. So it was super fun. But what was really funny about the Stan Lee experience that first time was that he popped out, the car pulled up, and he got out of the car right in front of me, and a security guard immediately said, hello there, Mr. Lee. And he's this frail old guy, he's tiny and kind of super old. But then immediately he was like, well, hello there, true believer. And it was like, I was like being 8 years old again and watching Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends and hearing Stan Lee's vocal stuff. It was a trip. But what was really fun is that when we were at Emerald City Comic-Con earlier this year, we had breakfast one morning and Stan was like 3 tables away from us. And the service people were coming up to us and being like, "Oh, Stan Lee's like a table away." And we're like, "Well, yes, we do." Yeah, and he's a sweet guy. He's a cheesy dude, but he owns it, and he's very, very kind. So good to the fans every time. We're taking another little spin through the small press section here. Again, just looking at some of the amazing booth work. One of the challenges of being at San Diego as a consumer is the sheer volume of incredible product to choose from. I mean, you have to budget a year ahead of time just to afford to be able to go to the show, but then to actually come and buy things. I mean, people tend to come in and charge after the fandoms that they already have, and then whatever dollars they have left over, they start to explore independent stuff try to suss out what's going to be really worth their dollars to try something new, and just the sheer volume of new and interesting products and creators, artists, and writers that you can find here is just simply amazing. Oh yeah, comic stuff is over here. These guys are great. Really cute, really fun designs. You can see some of their stuff. Hello. We're going to journey back. You can see Oni Press's booth is over here. If you're not familiar with Oni's work, I mean, they put out really great small press comics. You can see Scott Pilgrim is part of their entourage of books, and they're a really nice support. Great from other stuff. I haven't seen Lion Forge yet. The last year they were really close to my booth. I can go over that way. Being a St. Louis person, it's always nice to see the Lion Forge folks at the show. They have a lot of licensed properties, like a lot of the 80s stuff. So they have Punky Brewster and Miami Vice, and a lot of cool things. Plus a lot of new kind of stuff too. So. They would have been over in this direction. I haven't seen them, so I'm not sure if they're here or not. But in any event, I'm going to head back to my booth and actually try to do some quote-unquote work, hanging out in Nerd Mecca. And we will be back on again sometime later on this afternoon. But tomorrow we'll be broadcasting live from the T3 booth at the Nerdist Carnival event from 11 to 3 Pacific time. You can find out more about that at nerdforaliving.com, and some of the other stuff that we have going on, and we'll try to bring some continuing coverage and look at this stuff. So hope you guys are having a good day, and hope it was fun seeing a little bit on some shaky cam here at San Diego Comic-Con. Take care. Talk to you soon.